What's up, YouTube? It's your average Joe here. I have the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 and the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus here, and in this video I'm going to break down a few things between both devices in case you're wondering which device you'd like to buy. So to start off, let's start off with the price. The S9 Plus is the cheaper of the two. Maybe in a few months the Note 8 might come down in price, but as of right now you can get the S9 Plus for about $850 depending on which carrier you go through, and for the Note 8 it's roughly around $950 depending on which carrier you go through. So now I'll break down the specs a little bit. The Note 8 has a 6.3 inch display. It comes with a 835 Snapdragon or an Exynos 8895 processor, along with 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage. It has a 33 milliamp battery along with the S Pen. Now the S9 Plus has only a 6.2 inch display, but it comes with the 845 Snapdragon or the Exynos 9810 processor. It also has 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of onboard storage, but it does not have an S Pen, and the battery is bigger on this one, 3500 milliamp versus the 33. Now both of them have fingerprint readers on both. You've got the heart rate monitor, dual camera setup, flash. It also has facial recognition between the both and an iris scanner. The S9 Plus comes with Intelligent Scan, which combines the iris scanner and the facial recognition together to make it more secure and quicker to unlock. They also both come with USB Type-C ports and 3.5 millimeter headphone jacks, and these headphone jacks also support FM tuner. So if you have wired headphones plug in there, you could download an FM tuner from the Play Store and you can listen to your local radio stations. Now both cameras have a dual camera setup on the back side. The Note 8 comes with two 12 megapixel cameras. The primary camera has an aperture of an f1.7, and the secondary camera is a 2x telephoto lens with an aperture of 2.4. They both have optical image stabilization. Now your S9 Plus also comes with two 12 megapixel cameras. The primary camera though has a variable aperture. Now this could switch between an f1.5 aperture and a 2.4 aperture based on lighting. If you're outside indoors, it'll switch automatically between the both of them. And the secondary camera is a 2x telephoto lens, just like the Note 8, with an aperture of f2.4. And these cameras both also offer optical image stabilization. Both cameras on the front side are 8 megapixel cameras with an aperture of f1.7. Now when it comes to the sound of both the phones, the Note 8 comes with a single firing speaker right here, while the S9 Plus comes with stereo speakers. It has a firing speaker at the bottom, and it also plays sound from the top too, so you get dual firing sound, much louder, sounds a lot better. Now if it were up to me, I think the S9 Plus would be the better buy, unless you're a big fan of the S Pen. You're saving $100 on average buying the S9 Plus. You get dual speakers, updated processor, updated camera, bigger battery at a cheaper price. Now in a few months when the price comes down, the Note 8 might be an option, unless you really like the S Pen. There are some things like live message you can do with the S Pen, but a lot of the other things you could do on the S9 now Kind of like Smart Select was a note thing, but now you could do it on the S9 and the S9 Plus. You don't need the S Pen for that. So, I mean, it's really down to what you prefer. When it comes to size, even though this is just 0.1% smaller on the screen size, the overall footprint is much smaller. It sits a lot better in the hands, more rounded. Sorry, I got cases on there, but it really fits in your hand much better. This one's a little bit more, still fits in your hand, but it's a little bit wider. It's more square, so it doesn't sit in there. So that's another thing that you might want to consider is the comfortability of it in your hand. I'd still recommend this. Now, I'm not saying the Note 8's a bad choice. It's a great phone. I love it. I love using the S Pen. I use it for work. I take notes with it. I do edits on photos, family photos, and stuff like that, and then doodling. I just play around on it and stuff like that. The S Pen is really fun to use, and while I'm at work, I probably use it every day, at least 2 or 3 times at work, taking notes when I do tests on my job and stuff like that. Instead of carrying a notebook, I got my phone, so why not use it? But that's pretty much the quick rundown of this. I hope this helped you out make out your decision. Thanks for watching. Peace out, YouTube.